my show. Wednesday nights. And here we go. It's the rule of three with a touch of Basco. And like the Joker says, and here we go. It's Wednesday night and it's 9 o'clock. Click on the thumbnail, it's about to get hot. We get 3 different questions in only 3 minutes. It ain't for the scared, it ain't for the timid. Some will like us and some just don't. A lot will back us and some just won't. It don't matter with the Khaos crew. We specialize in making things do what they do. So sit back, chill, and enjoy the show with me, Chris, Guy Scar, and Nzo.
Fire, peace. 9 o'clock, Wednesday nights. Don't miss it. Check us out.
Is there any stuff? What is up, everyone? I am Chris Knight. This is Chaos Central's The Rule of Three, the final show of the week. Of course, you got Monday night with Comic Check Panty down there. We got the Chaotic Conversation on Mondays. On Tuesdays, Nzo, Biggaford Entertainment host list, and of course, like I said, last show of the week that we do of the 3 that are consistent and constant is the Rule of Three, where we talk about 3 topics for 3 minutes and discuss it together over 3 minutes. And then, of course, stick around to the end if you're watching. And if you're not, if you're watching this after the fact on the replay, make sure you stick around to the very end and watch the final 5 Fact or Fiction, where we go one-on-one, 1-1, or against each other, however you want to put it, mano, with the final 5, where we are all picking different things, and we have a scorecard. And I won't say who's in the first place right now because it's not relevant at all in any way, shape, or form. Nzo and I will be the ones in the final of that whenever it ends.
Facts. 100% facts.
Exactly. I know. I speak the truth, man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. It's Danny's a paper champion. You know what I mean? So he just holds the belt until the real champion has to take it from him, which will be probably most likely.
That is wow. That's great. It's beautiful. Okay. So guys, 3 topics come from the wheel. We'll get to that here in just a second. Let's talk to our panelists. You know them very well, but let's start right here to my proverbial left, but right. It's Nzo of Biggaford Entertainment. Tell them about yourself and your channel, please.
What's up, guys? You know the channel, like I say, Biggaford Entertainment. We got the 3 shows, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Chaos List, Chaos Conversation, Chaotic Conversation, and Rule of Three. OOC will be on later on tonight, but other than that, guys, do appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Chris. Let's do this.
Indeed. All right. Danny, tell them about yourself and your channel, please.
I'm Danny Graham, aka Comic Chat, Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me on this channel with my show. 4 topics, 4 different people, 4 different ways of viewing things. Saturday, 4:30 p.m. I'm working on this. I'm not guaranteeing it's going to be ready, but I think it will be ready. We will be ranking from GOAT, great, good, overrated. I think it's one more. God awful. Those are gonna be the 5 different categories. You got 30 different people I just picked at random that play in the NFL, different positions, different eras. So it should be fun. So if you're not doing anything on this Saturday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, catch us on Square One.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. All right. So let's bring the wheel up, and you will notice a bit of a change to the wheel. I had some people say, hey, you guys talk about sports more than you talk about the other stuff now. So I know we got Square One on Saturday. So what I've done is I've rearranged the size of the wedges. So the sports are a little smaller and everything else is a little bigger, giving a little more chance for the other things to get hit. Still doesn't take too much out of the chance of getting a sports question, but that's what I've done. So here we go. We're going to spin the first time. Let's see. Okay, good. Here we go.
People hating on sports talks. What's wrong with you guys?
I know. Hey, Mystic Shadows. Roadblock, how you doing? I love food. Drop shop.
And then look at that. They still got a sports question.
Well, this is more like current events, I'd say.
Nobody give a shit about.
The Winter Olympics are about to begin in China. Do you believe, with all that is going on in the world, being the whole thing over in Russia and COVID over there and all that stuff, do you believe that they should be postponed till next year.
I'll go first.
All right.
We'll go second too.
Into the chat. You what?
Actually, you want to go second too?
Okay. All right, here you go.
I could give a damn whether they have the Winter Olympics this year, next year, or the year after. I don't care. I don't watch the Olympics. You can cancel that whole shit for all I give a like. I don't care. So, like, are they gonna do it? Who cares? Like, I guess they will, but I don't know how China is. Like, you know, with the virus, and I'm pretty sure they're fine for it. They were ground zero, basically, where it all started out. So I'm pretty sure they probably have it under check. So, and if they bring people in from America and stuff like that, they'll make sure that everything is tight, everyone's tested. So you might as well just do it because most of fucking America's like not locked down anyways, right? You guys are out there partying on New Year's Eve while I was stuck in my house, couldn't leave after 10. Jealousy. You know, everybody's having a good time and we're locked up in, well, we were locked up in the house, we good now, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, you might as well just let this shit go on. But I personally don't care because the Olympics could be on TV and I will watch fucking paint dry before I watch any Olympic sports. You know,
not even the Jamaican bobsled team.
I ain't Jamaican.
I didn't say you were.
Fuck do I care about the Jamaican bobsled? You know what I'm saying? I could care less. I ain't watching that. I ain't watching ice skating, hockey, figure skating. I ain't watching none of it. So at the end of the day, if they postpone it or they keep it on, it doesn't affect my life in any way. I know there's people out there that love to watch the Olympics, and I know the Olympics, the participants, you know, they want to go and show what they have. So if it's safe, let them do it. Don't postpone it. Just let them go out there and do the Olympics and play it. Because I know we have a Final Five where it was, will it be higher rated than before? And I said no. So let's hopefully win that one because no one like me, if no one cares about it. I think there's more important things in this world than to care about the Olympics. So if anybody's out there listening, just boycott it. You don't need to watch it. You know what I mean? You don't need to watch the Olympics. Go watch some basketball. Go watch some hockey. Some real sports. You know what I mean? And leave that fucking shit alone. You know. Plus, that will also show, you know, people don't care about what's going on in China, you know, that the Olympics are in there. So it'll put a hurting on them too. So fuck it, you guys. I'm gonna start a new hashtag. Boycott the Winter Olympics. That's my hashtag.
Just to win the Final Five. Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Danny, you need what, 10 seconds?
You can take a minute off.
There you go. I don't give out mulligans on this show.
I agree with Nzo. I like the Olympics. I don't care for the Winter Olympics. Summer Olympics is a little different. They have some sports in there that I care about. I like the track and field. I like the basketball. I like that kind of stuff. But I could care less about figure skating, curling, skiing, all that. The luge.
Curdling?
I don't care about that.
Curdling? Like the making of like cottage cheese? Is that an Olympic sport?
No, when they push that little
curling.
Curling. What the fuck it's called? Fucking bored as shit. Got a little broom.
Trash, I know.
I've never seen one of my kind do that shit. So I really don't care. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not gonna say it's trash because those are Olympic level athletes at the peak of their physical prowess or whatever. So I'm not going to say it's trash because they put a lot of hard work in, but it's just not my cup of tea. The Winter Olympics, that is. Regular Olympics, yes. I'm all Team USA, especially in the basketball. I love to watch that stuff. But if I'm like Nzo, if it's safe, but when I'm being told, what I've heard is that this thing thrives in cold weather. So I don't know.
I'm going to prove you wrong really quick. This is Nigeria's curling team.
Am I fucking Nigerian?
I didn't say a word.
Okay.
Are you guys telling me I'm trying to
show me the American curling team with a black guy on it? That's what I want to see. An American curling team with the American black guy on it. That's what I want.
And what you think? Because we're black, we're supposed to watch the Jamaican bobsled team and fucking.
No, I don't want to watch it.
Boy, I feel the lynching coming very, very quickly for me. It's like you're.
But
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't. It's not trash because if I had a son or brother or mother or father, whatever, I would support them. But I don't. So it's just not really important to me. So, but again, if it's safe, they want to go over there. But in this climate with Russia and China, I don't think I'd go over there. I just wouldn't chance it because you never know. Somebody might try to do something or put undue stress that's not necessary. So I would weigh all that before I decide to go over there if I was lucky enough to be selected for the Winter Olympic teams. But if that's what they want to do, more power to them.
I mean, they postponed the Summer Olympics and didn't change anything. You postpone it a year from now, is it really going to change anything? This is something. In fact, I think Fauci, and I'm not even bringing up his name to cause arguments or whatever. I think Fauci even said that we just should get used to this. This is the next cold or flu, which I said 2 years ago, people. So, I mean, we got to eventually just learn to deal with this and just move on. And again, vaccine, no vaccine, whatever you want. It's like the cold. It's like the flu. It's getting more towards that than anything. I'm ready to okay. And I know you guys are going to laugh at this. I'm ready to stop postponing stuff for sports, period, or sports to be postponed because of this.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they didn't clear out the basketball stadiums. I don't think they're playing with people no more.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
I saw a game and there wasn't nobody in the damn bleachers.
Might have been New York. No, I mean, but I'm ready to stop postponing shit, just in general. Gonna have to get past it eventually. I mean, why do we have people up like in Canada where they're told, oh, you listen, all you can do is go to the drugstore or the grocery store? It's like, really? I'd like to see these people, and our governments stay at home and do nothing. Or more to the point, stay at home. And I'm not sure what size place you got, Nzo. I know that, I got a decent sized place. It drives me nuts. If I weren't able to go to work or something, I'd be bonkers.
Yeah.
But, and they might have big houses and stuff, but listen, make them stay home, for a whole month with their wife. That's why they're in Washington all the time, is get away from the family. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to stop postponing stuff. So no, I don't think they should postpone. So we can talk about this, or we don't have to. If you just want to move on, we can.
No, go ahead.
Sure. All right. So you're not into anything like who was it? Shifty said snowboarding.
Nope.
No interest? No, really? See,
the only thing I may watch
is
ice skating to see them little chicks in their little tutus and stuff like that.
Always a plus.
But other than that, I could care less.
I don't want to see that.
I mean, and you're from Canada. I mean, Nzo, you don't even like hockey?
Nope.
Come on.
Hockey's just as boring as soccer.
Hockey, bobsled, luge, skeleton, sometimes curling, depending, because I find it fascinating that people sit there and use a broom to broom ice to make this thing go. It's just like I sit there more in awe of these people and go like, this is what you chose to do with your life. This is it.
I've never heard of a professional curling team. Never in my life.
No, they are.
Yeah. And they make money? What kind of money
I'm sure. Listen, professional bowlers make money. I mean, if they make money, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, curling is big here in Canada.
Yeah.
How much?
The ice skating's okay at times, but the women for sure. Speed skating is kind of interesting, but I don't see that enough. But mostly the bobsled and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm interested in. Hey, Robert, what's going on? Good to see you there. Glad to have you in the chat.
What up, Rob? What's going on?
Damn, $100,000 in a season.
See?
And he's like, sign me up.
He's like, well,
You
You know,
don't want to do that.
That's not too bad.
You know why Danny can't do that? It's way too cold in that ice skating rink.
That
for
is
him.
correct. But
Dude.
what good if it earn $100,000 and I get pneumonia half the damn year?
All right.
So I'm guessing you've never been ice skating, Danny.
Fuck no.
Hey, Willie Nelson.
I'm going to ice skate before, and then that's roller skates. I've been roller skating plenty of time. Ice skating? No.
Ice skating's fun, man. And if you can roller skate, you can ice skate.
Oh. Okay. Weird Al Yankovic and Daniel Radcliffe made a joint announcement about Daniel portraying Weird Al in an upcoming movie about Weird Al's life. Now, knowing that Weird Al is a parody artist or musician, do you think a serious movie about his life would be accepted? Because they're saying this is going to be more about him and his life, not like his music and stuff, per se.
Danny, you got the first dibs on this one.
I'm about to give it no 1-2.
There you go. All right. Go ahead.
This is a movie that I will not spend my hard-earned money on going to see. I know Weird Al is loved and revered all over the country, and he made those songs. The only one that comes to mind is "Eat It," but it's like that goofy stuff, man. I would not dream of going to concert to see Weird Al. I would not. I would be like, man, you fucking. What the hell are you trying to do to me?
But you're making my point right there. Do you think those fans that go to those shows that listen to his music are going to want to go see a movie?
Don't answer that question because I'm going to sound really racist when I give you the answer. So I don't want to.
Go ahead.
I just let that marinate on what I think about that. I don't think nobody that look like me gonna spend their money to go see the movie. I don't think the movie gonna make no money. I don't think Daniel Radcliffe that's something they're gonna hurt his career, not help his career. Because to me, Weird Al is a fad. I know some people appreciate his stuff. Hey, he got more money than me. He probably got more talent than me. He probably smarter than me. But I just don't dig what he's putting down. It ain't nothing that I want to see. I'm not remotely interested. I chuckle at some of his stuff, but ain't nothing I'm gonna spend my hard-earned money to see. And I'm not gonna go see that movie. So, Daniel Radcliffe, I wish you the best of luck with it. I hope that you can say, Danny, you was fucking wrong, but I don't think that I am. So, if that's what you want to do, you think it'll be successful, then grown men have to make grown man decisions. So, if that's what you want to do, hey, go right ahead, bro. But I ain't lost nothing in no Weird Al concert or Weird Al movie. I ain't lost nothing there. I don't want to see it. So,
all right. Nzo.
Hey man, I can't lie. I used to like his fucking little parody videos back in the day when he used to fucking do them little Michael Jackson videos and stuff like that. Would people take? Yeah, they would, because the dude Jim Carrey played him in Man in the Mood, right?
Oh, yeah. And Andy Kaufman,
Andy Kaufman, right? Yeah, so that's a funny character always, and he was always in character, right? Like always played his character. So they did make a serious movie about that, and people did enjoy that movie. I don't know how much money it made, but people did enjoy it. So I think you could make a serious movie about Weird Al Yankovic, and you could show like how he had to get Michael Jackson to be able, because him and Michael Jackson are friends. Michael Jackson gave his blessings for him to do those parodies. Michael Jackson actually loves the parodies too, so you could show stuff like that. So I think
did too, right? Eat It.
He did Eat It.
I'm fat.
I'm fat. I think he did one for Thriller too. He did. That. Yeah, he did a couple of Michael Jackson parodies.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look and see all the ones he did.
Believe he did one for Man in the Mirror too. He did a lot. But at the end of the day, I personally, I like Rob. I watch it on streaming. I won't go and pay my money to go watch it. That's for damn sure. Onzo Vision will be in full effect when this movie comes up. I promise you that. But it's not just because of Weird Al Yankovic. It's Daniel Radcliffe. Like not a big fan of him. You know what I mean? He did what he had to do for the Harry Potter movies, but after that, I didn't see anything else that he was in that I liked.
And that cat can rap, bro.
Can he? Yeah. Well, no, I'd have to check that out. But personally, I'm just like, I really, him, maybe a different cast might make me perk up a little bit more. I know you couldn't get a Jim Carrey to do it, but maybe a Jim Carrey type or something like that could do something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. But at the end of the day, I think people will accept it if they show his life story and, you know, what he went through. And maybe there's stuff we don't know that he went through that they'll show in it. So I think they can make it serious. I just don't think, like Danny, people will fucking care too much.
Okay. I'm going to say basically what you're saying. And actually what Rob said, if it's a serious drama, I mean, I'm afraid that depending on how much Weird Al has in saying this, that he's going to think that he's going to want a cameo, or he's going to be in the very end, or there's going to be too much about his, you know, things. I want to see like when he first approached Michael Jackson to get the permission to do the song.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see stuff like that. The issue with Coolio, where he thought he had Coolio's blessing, and it turned out no, he didn't. And I want to see what like maybe that conversation was like, because at one time I know Coolio was really pissed off about it. I think he says he's kind of gotten over it, but he was never happy that he did it. Those are the things I want. The stories we've heard parts of, but we've never seen or know the full story of. I really don't want much of his music or anything in there. Maybe the behind the scenes stuff with UHF, because I heard a lot of stuff about behind the scenes with the movie he did back in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about somebody who does funny stuff like that, I think sometimes that takes away from what their art. The difference between him and Andy Kaufman is that everybody knew there was issues with Andy Kaufman, whether or not it was all just he was a very deadpan, serious method actor, which is pretty much what I believe. But he also died of cancer, so there was a lot of stuff to show in that movie. Weird Al's still out there. He still tours. I mean, really, if there are serious things we don't know about, like things that have never been spoken about, like maybe he did have cancer at some point and he never let anybody know, something like that. Okay, that's the type of stuff you got to put in this movie. But if it's not really any of that, there's not much you can put into a movie like this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are you going to find interesting about following a little Weird Al Yankovic around in the beginning of his life on screen? You're going to be like, I don't really care about this. I mean, I don't know. It's got to be a real, interesting thing to do. When I heard about this and I read about it, I was kind of like, I just don't know if there's a point to this. I love Weird Al Yankovic. I love I don't mind silly, stupid stuff. But this has got me shaking my head as what exactly are you trying to do? So, so Danny, you're probably a closet Weird Al fan. I mean, you're totally denying it.
No.
We know Danny don't got no sense of humor though, bro.
Let me think here.
I just don't like some of that goofy, silly stuff, man. I'm sorry.
What is one of your favorite actors, Danny?
Denzel Washington.
Okay, Denzel Washington. Let me go with Denzel Washington real quick here. Let's say Denzel Washington went out and did a totally silly movie about Nipsey Russell, about his life, and let's say they only focused on the absolute silly, stupid, whatever humor. Would you want to see that?
I don't know.
In a sense of
it would depend on the trailer.
Okay.
I'm not one of these people that just because my favorite actor's in a movie, I am going to see it because I like Hugh Jackman. But like those musicals and stuff he does, I don't go watch that stuff.
Okay.
That Les Miserables or whatever the shit is.
Les Mis, yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm not driven by that. It got the trailer. Trailer. Shit. Catch my attention.
Did I cause a chain reaction?
Okay. But I think there is something to be said about what and the expectation or what you think of something or somebody, and then trying to pull that crowd, because there is absolutely what Danny said, there is a demographic for that type of thing.
Mhm.
And
Now,
that
sometimes it does the
demographic,
opposite. Sometimes because he's in there, I'll go see it.
okay. But you see, I think because there is a certain demographic and people who like this, for one thing, if they watch the trailer and they see this and they see it's a serious drama and stuff, do people really want to know about Weird Al, or are they just wanting to listen to him? That's kind of where I was thinking with that, is that it just sometimes looks like, great, it's weird, it's about Weird Al, but I don't, other than the music, why do I worry about it? Why do I care? Some people don't care about where it comes from. They just like what they hear. So, I don't know.
That's true.
I feel you. And I think there's definitely a group of people that will go and watch it and enjoy it. You know what I mean? Will it be enough to make money though? I doubt it, but it could be interesting. I
Mhm.
mean,
It's just
Yeah.
like I like Queen. I didn't go see the movie about
Bohemian
Queen.
Rhapsody.
I like Elton John. I didn't watch the Elton John movie. I mean, it just didn't.
you
It
didn't
I
care
appealed.
watched
about-
Bohemian Rhapsody and I enjoyed it for a movie with Queen music. It's very touch and go with the truth behind it.
See, I wasn't
That's my
really
biggest.
I wasn't a big Ray Charles fan growing up, but Jamie Foxx killed that shit. He made me
He
like
did.
Ray Charles music more than when I did before I saw the movie.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Last one. With the recent passing of Betty White, Sidney Poitier, and Bob Saget, do you believe that we are losing more talent in Hollywood than it is gaining?
Ugh.
Do you believe the talent that we're losing as the years go by is actually sapping Hollywood of talent because we're not gaining it back quick enough?
I'll go first.
All right, 3 minutes. Time starts now.
So, I mean, I could see where you're coming from, but let's be real. Sidney Poitier, Betty White was doing commercials and stuff like that, but Sidney Poitier, Betty White, and Bob Saget, they weren't really doing nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, they were talented, and we've lost talent. And I think a lot of the movies we see, a lot of these actors and actresses are talentless. I will definitely give you that. But I think there's still enough talent to go around. I still think there's some really good actors out there. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the best. Denzel Washington, The Rock. You know what I mean? All these guys are some of the best actors in Hollywood right now. And I think they bring a little bit of talent. And I mean, it's just the way life goes. You're gonna gain, you're gonna lose. Like, I think the biggest loss of talents that we lost was Michael Jackson and Prince, to be honest with you, right? Because
True.
no one will ever compare to those two, right? You can at least say that there'll be someone as funny as Bob Saget or a female that breaks the mold like Betty White did, or even have an actor that is just as good as Sidney Poitier, or if not better. Sooner or later, those things will happen. But at least in my day and age, we will never see another Prince. We will never see another Michael Jackson.
Okay, so let me ask you this to what you just said. So what you're saying is whether or not we know them yet, or they just haven't gotten that part that they're going to be remembered for. Mm-hmm. You're saying that those people are out there. Yes. That are going to replace these people. They're just maybe not found yet.
Right, exactly. Okay. Right. I think that there are people out there, maybe not in the current that's going, but someone out there, someone's going to come in and he's going to blow up. You know what I mean? Could be start as a little teen heartthrob or whatever, like Leonardo DiCaprio did, and then just blew up to an Oscar winner. So I think that can happen. But the fact that we might, like I said, like a Michael Jackson, I won't see that in my lifetime. Prince, we won't see that in our lifetime, So, but at the end of the day, yeah, we are losing a lot of these actors and actresses, great talent, and rest in peace to all of them. but I still think I still think, you know, Hollywood is good with talent, and I think they'll be fine. And I think you know, we'll get some great performances from some new up and comer that we haven't even thought about yet. You know, maybe we've seen him in a movie now, was his first role, and then 10 years from now he's blowing up Marvel, DC, or whatever it is. So I think we're losing talent, but I think we have enough in the pool.
Well, I think one of those people you're talking about would have been Chadwick Boseman for sure.
Right.
Some of those movies he was coming out with is like, oh my God, this guy's got talent, and then boom, you know. So yeah, I can see your point there, Danny. 3 minutes, go ahead.
You're definitely losing a lot. I agree with what Nzo saying. Yeah, it's going to be definitely hard to replace Michael or Prince. I think we see it more in musicians versus actors and actresses, because I think music is universal. Certain actors and genres aren't necessarily universal. They have certain niches and certain target audiences that they reach. But there's a lot. I mean, music crosses all languages, all borders, both sexes, whatever. A certain song can bring a certain people. I mean, I remember 1989. It was over in Saudi Arabia, and the first time everybody heard "Jump" for the first time by House of Pain. We all lost our mind, and music instantly has that effect on people. What is that in the background? Is that me or what?
Where?
Something going on.
Oh, here. I'll mute. See what happens.
There's something going on in your neck of the woods. But I definitely think that we still got actors here like something going on with your mind.
Yeah, hold on. No, that's fine. I'll take care of it.
We got Denzel Washington. We got Patrick Stewart, Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro. And lost my train of thought with all that. But basically, yeah, I think that we replenishing the actors at a safe rate, I believe. It's going to take them time, because it took time for Betty Wright to get into her niche. It took time for Bob Saget to get into his niche. It took time for C.D. Portier to get into his niche, and he grew old and stuff. So I think people are going to grow into that as we see it. The new up and coming ones, like I'll just say, there are some talentless ones out there, but there are some ones that are very talented. Diamonds in the rough. So I think we're gonna be okay. You just got it's not as dangerous now. What we're not gonna be okay is these athletes. I keep hearing horror stories about that. You're gonna get less and less more crops of athletes because of the concussion protocols and all that good stuff. So it's not as foreboding as that in the acting world. But I think, yeah, we lost some, but I think we still got enough to get us by.
Okay. I think it's a good point. You guys are bringing up, athletes and musicians. I think that's all of the above that this goes for, and it definitely hits athletes more because, an athlete's career can end at any moment. And then, and I know you guys, I don't know what you guys think of David Bowie, but you got David Bowie, you got Prince, you've got Michael Jackson. You got a lot of artists that go away. B.B. King. Yeah, Eddie Van Halen. He hasn't gone yet, but, when Eric Clapton goes, Paul McCartney, we lost George Harrison. There's a ton of them. Ray Charles, when he died, what did that do? I mean, that took talent level down in music. Boom. When you lose somebody in music, I think it takes a much it drops a lot more. That talent level goes down. I mean, you got Bruno Mars, you got Drake, you got some great guys out there.
I bet Bruno Mars might be the next one up the bat.
Yeah, I think of the week. The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd a lot. Well, The Weeknd's unique because he's kind of channeling Michael Jackson in a lot of ways.
You don't like The Weeknd, Danny?
I like him, but I don't think he gonna be Michael Jackson status.
I did not say Michael Jackson. I think he channels Michael Jackson in a lot of the stuff he does. I don't think he could ever put on a show like Michael Jackson. But there's some good musicians out there, and actor wise, I'm not against what Nzo said. I mean, I'm sure they're out there. I think the biggest problem in Hollywood right now, and I've said it a lot of times, is that you have to put people in the parts that they can shine in, and not just try to stick a square peg in a round hole, because you want that actor. We've seen it millions of times. No, not millions. Let's just say hundreds of times, where you put the wrong actor in the wrong part in the movie, it just falls apart. Or the two actors together that can't act their way out of the paper
and
bag.
There's no
together.
Chemistry or nothing like that. Yeah.
That can kill a movie real quick. It doesn't mean they're bad actors. It just means they can't work with each other. So definitely. I remember my parents talking about it, and I'm sure you guys did too. When people die that they grew up with, and it's like, oh, so and so died today, so and so died, and you're like sitting there going like, well, I don't notice anything because all my favorite people are still here, and now it's us, and you're looking at some of these people who die, and it's like sometimes it's just like, wow, I never expected that. So I'm pretty sure they're out there. It's just, when are they going to come and show what they're really able to do? Let's do 3 minutes really quick, and let me ask you this. In the past, let's go 5 years, and let's leave Prince and Michael Jackson out of this, because I know those are huge losses. Who would you say is the most influential loss to either music, sports, or film and TV?
I know for sports, it would be John Madden.
Okay.
Facts, yeah. I'll agree with that. Yeah, for sports, John Madden. For music, I'd say Michael Jackson or Prince.
For sure. And I'm trying to think, of that actor. Well, for Hollywood, I would say Chadwick Boseman. That's one of those, that light shone so bright, but for so short a time, because it's like, 1 second, he's in a few things here and there, and the next thing you know, he's in like every other movie for 2 years, and then boom, gone. And like I said, think about what Black Panther did. Think about, what was it, 21 Bridges, was it?
21 Bridges, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he did some really kick-ass movies.
For hip hop,
obviously,
for hip hop, when Fife died, that was a big hit too.
And it's kind of weird because these people,
the Tribe got a big following, at least in my mind.
Yeah,
and in country,
Kobe,
you know
Kobe.
how I feel about Roy Clark. Roy Clark died. I'm like, no.
Yeah. I love food. Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Definitely. Yeah.
His dad was like, I remember hearing about that, and he was sitting there like, holy crap. Because let's be honest with Kobe, that was a thing of, he may have been done playing basketball, but man, that guy had a commentary. He was going to be a commentator.
It's the way he died. You know what I mean?
I know,
I think
exactly.
That's the thing.
Not just the way, but the way that it was handled, in a sense. Because remember, his wife is suing the LA County Sheriff's Department because of the release of photos and all that. It's like,
I don't know why she's suing. She got enough money to last 50 lifetimes. So.
That's true, but that's when you sue for a penny to make a point. Why are you releasing photos before, when we're grieving? She lost her husband and one of her daughters in a split second. And
right.
Well, she did sue. She made that be some kind of donate to a fund or something to start the Kobe and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. Let's get to this. It is time, guys, for the final 5 Fact or Fiction, where we have 5 questions and we go mano a mano to see who is right and who is wrong. So let's get to it right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now for the moment that everyone's been waiting for. It's Khaos Central's final 5 Fact or Fiction. All right, guys. Were you trying to say something, Nzo?
Yeah, you said something about the winner, and I said me.
Oh, you. Oh, well.
What's the current scoreboard now?
The current scoreboard.
Chris lost the paper. He has no idea who's in the lead right now.
Good thing I got it. 13, 11, and 11. Thank you.
I think that might be maybe partially right. I'm looking it up really quick because I gotta get it out.
It sounds wrong to me.
Unfortunately, as wrong as it might sound, it is unfortunately correct according to my calculations too. Not that but like I said, just because we're letting him win right now, let's let him keep that for now.
Yeah.
All right. We've got 2 that I figured we can answer. I think. First one, final 5 Fact or Fiction. Question number 2 from week 1. The Buffalo Bills are the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, considering what happened this past weekend, more than enough people here in our local market and on national television were under the belief that 13 seconds it made it over. Does that were the Buffalo Bills the toughest competition that the Chiefs are going to face?
No.
No, you don't think so? You think that's the answer now?
No? I don't know.
The Rams, man. The Rams are looking good.
Okay, so when I did these questions, let me rephrase this. Okay. I was thinking AFC, NFC, because I did the Tampa Bay, Washington Redskins, because everybody was talking about the Washington Redskins were the Tampa Bay's biggest threat. And in the beginning of the year, everybody said the Buffalo Bills are Kansas City's biggest threat. So I'm just talking strictly AFC, NFC, not Super Bowl. We're not even going there yet.
Gotcha.
So with that in mind, and I know that they're still facing Cincinnati, but was this the game, and were they the threat for them this season?
I'm going to have to say yeah, because if they would have won the toss, I think Buffalo would have won.
And I'm under that impression too. So what we have here in question number 2, you said fact, Nzo said fiction, I said fact. So is that question number 2? I want to make sure. Yes, question number 2 for week 1. So that will make it 14, 12, and 11.
Some bullshit. Some bullshit. They weren't a threat. They didn't win.
Oh shit!
No, but like Danny said, like New England against us a few years back, it was whoever won that coin toss.
So now we answering this question, right? What if they play Cincinnati and Cincinnati wins? Then is Cincinnati their biggest threat?
I don't think so. I think that I'm talking about the whole season. These 2 are the 2. I think. I mean, I don't know. We can revisit this next week after we see what happens. Maybe that. But okay, let's see here. Then we've got one from week 11. The Green Bay Packers are the favorites to win the Super Bowl, with the Chiefs close second. If the 2 reach the Super Bowl, it will be a rematch Super Bowl 1. Fact or fiction, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers will face off in Super Bowl LVI.
I said.
I know what you said too.
Fuck.
I know what I said.
That is
you said fact 2, Nzo.
No, I said fiction.
Oh, I said fiction too. Yeah.
And we all said fiction because I don't think you guys thought the Chiefs would win.
Woo!
No, I didn't think Green Bay would win.
Well, you got that right.
I don't care.
But I think Green Bay was going to lose. Actually, I might have thought we would lose because I did not. I thought that was going to be really close.
I still think that last question was bullshit, but whatever.
Oh, yeah. 15 points. That's what I like to see.
We're going to save that one. I need to make sure I got week 1 up right there. We're going to save that one. All right. Saved it. Okay. Now, we're going to go with week 13. Question number 1. It seems that The Mandalorian is being used to set up many of the upcoming Disney Plus series. While the Book of Boba Fett is one of these spinoffs, it could be used in the same way. Fact or fiction? Fennec Shan will get her own, and I don't know why her is. I did this on my phone earlier today, so that's probably part of it. Will get her own Disney Plus series. Fennec Shan will get her own Disney Plus series. Fact or fiction?
I'm going fiction.
Fiction. Nzo.
Fiction.
Fiction. Well, I think they could do it. I will say fiction also.
You're just saying fiction because we both said fiction.
No. Tell me where that story goes.
Oh no. Maybe she gets her own, part of she gets her own part of the like a faction of the what he's doing is, she gets her own family, starts her own family. Who knows?
Coming from the guy who thinks that Boba Fett is shit, you want them to water it down more?
No, I don't. I'm just saying. I said fiction.
I just don't think there's any place you can go with it. That's why I said fiction. So.
Yeah, I feel you.
Question number 2. Several teams in the NFL have expressed issues with the current overtime rules. Both the Chiefs and the Bills have been on the losing side of games decided by the overtime coin flip. Fact or fiction? Within the next 2 off seasons, the NFL will change the overtime rules. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Fiction.
Okay. Fiction. I will say, I think it's going to be fact. I think that they're going to at least make it so each team gets one possession and
You type in fiction.
see what happens. Oh, I did. Well, I put faction. I put faction, so I would have known.
How would I? Hey, that would have been a technicality, and to me, it would have been fiction. You just spelled it wrong.
But it had fact in it also, so it's like maybe I'm right on both terms. No.
NFL changed the overtime rules a couple of years ago.
Like 4
or 5 years ago. Yeah, they're changing it again.
I don't know, man.
2 seasons.
The Chiefs were dead against it.
But if you check on how many overtime games they've had since that time and how many teams have got to get the ball secondly, it's rare that it happens the way it happens now. But hey, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Oh, interesting. Okay. That's cool. All right. Fact or fiction question number 3. It has been announced that DC is rebooting the DCEU with Batgirl and Superman and seemingly leaving Superman and Batman out of the upcoming plan. While some see this as a bad move, others are saying it's a sound move. Fact or fiction? The Batgirl and Supergirl film, both films, will both make a profit. Now, profit, 3 times its cost to make. That's what we're calling profit. Okay? So that's what you're going on. Will those 2 movies make a profit?
That's hard to say considering we don't know the budget.
I mean,
what if it's
okay,
$80 million?
So
Yeah, what if it's $80 million?
And it's easy to make it.
Yeah. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say fiction, but.
Okay. Danny? Both. I'm going to say fiction. I think that of the 2, probably Batgirl has a better chance, but even then, I don't think so. Hey, Boston.
I'll go at fiction.
Okay.
I don't know about that. The Supergirl is sexy. That girl is sexy. They might put some butts in the seat.
Only problem is, they ain't making girls sexy in their movies anymore, Daddy.
No.
Yeah.
Question number 4. The LA Lakers are currently in the 8th
What
spot.
the fuck?
Wait. Now listen to me. We already have one where they make it to the playoffs. Now, the playoffs, here's the thing. 8th spot in the NBA playoff picture. Assuming that LA does not make it into the playoffs, that means to pass the play-in game. So if they don't make it in, because right now they're in the play-in position. Fact or fiction, LeBron James will retire after the 2022 NBA season. Now, this is another one of those things like the
fiction,
like the Tom Brady one. It doesn't matter now because he didn't win the Super Bowl. So this is if he doesn't make it. You say fiction, Hanzo?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll say fiction also because I think he'll try one more time. I think they'll try to do some tweaking and stuff. Danny.
Fiction, definitely.
Okay.
You need 2,000 points to catch Kareem. I don't know if he's going to do it this year.
Okay. Final 5 fact or fiction. Question number 5. At the end of Loki, Jonathan Majors was introduced as Kang the Conqueror. Many outlets are reporting that this means he is the big bad for the upcoming Marvel phases. Fact or fiction, Jonathan Majors' portrayal of Kang the Conqueror will be the big bad for the upcoming Marvel phases. Danny.
Fiction.
I say fiction also. I think that if that was the case, they would not have introduced him yet.
It's fiction for me too.
I think they're holding something bigger.
They're going to be Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
Galactus.
I like that. I think King will have a big part of it, but I think about halfway through 5, they'll introduce.
I think we may see more iterations of Kang, more than one, but I don't think he's going to be the big bad for all the phases.
Okay. All right.
And the LeBron James question, LeBron wants to play with his son, so he's going to play until his son gets there.
Huh. I said fiction.
You want to get them points, too.
Yeah, wants to beat Kareem.
Bastard.
For sure. Has any other father-son played in
NBA
basketball?
Yes, but not together.
But not
at the same
not
time.
At the same time. Okay, that's what. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So
I mean, Ken Griffey and Ken Griffey Jr. both played together.
Dale Curry and his sons play. But not together.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think of iterations in sports.
You would think Michael Jordan's sons would be awesome. Those suckers are short. What the hell? Fuck. Can't play.
Yeah, that's what you get. You know that video clip you sent of that damn golf course? I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that golf course is crazy.
Dude, I had to subscribe to that guy's TikTok because I'm sitting there going, like, I want to see the rest of this stuff about stupid sports money.
Be invited to that stuff.
I know. And of course, Barack Obama. I wonder, do you think Donald Trump's ever been invited there? I saw that, and I just thought, it says, and Donald Trump thinks he's got something down at Mar-a-Lago. I would much rather go to that golf course.
They said only 80 people in the world only been there.
I know. Well, it's like, no, I thought it was only 80 members.
They said there's only 80 people been invited so far.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Man,
that clubhouse area and drones bring you your drinks and food shit. It's like, what the?
That's when you know you got so much money to burn that it's just ridiculous.
So it's like, what do I buy this week? What do I buy today? I mean,
I'll tell you,
geez.
Go on YouTube and look up the Dave Bellamy when he tells you about when Magic Johnson threw his wife a party. That shit is unreal. Dave Bellamy is a friend of Magic Johnson's.
Mhm.
He tells a story about when Magic Johnson threw a birthday party for his wife.
Mhm.
And the money that he spent and the number of people that he spent and the shit that
Mhm.
he gave his wife like a 21 karat diamond ring.
Mhm.
Some crazy
Mhm.
shit.
Well,
And
doesn't he go?
Magic ain't rich is Michael.
No. But he goes down to some island every year and rents a giant freaking yacht for like a week. Magic does.
For his wife's birthday, he rent 3.
Okay.
3
But he
jumbo
goes
yachts.
down there every year and does it.
He flew
It's
his
like-
friends in for 7 days.
Mhm.
They didn't pay for nothing.
Mhm.
5-star Michelin dinners,
Yeah,
chefs.
yeah.
That's crazy. I was like, there
Hey.
ain't no way.
That's great.
Well, it was
Wish
a
I
tax
had
write-off.
some of it.
Oh, I'm writing this off for tax. Go ahead and have this.
All right, guys. We're right up against the hour. I appreciate everybody who showed up today. Thank you, all of you who were here. Yeah. So why don't you guys go around one more time and tell everybody about yourselves and where you can be found? And we'll start with Nzo again. Nzo, go ahead and talk about the OOC also. Are you doing it tonight?
Yeah, OOC will be on right after this. If you guys want, come check it out. Got some good topics for tonight. But other than that, it was a great show, Chris.
Yep,
Okay.
great show, Chris, man.
And fuck you with them questions.
I gotta bounce.
Shifty.
All right, Donnie.
Shifty says fact for King. It introduces the Fantastic Four interest. All right, Danny. Okay, he's there.
Yeah, he said he
All
had
right.
to bounce. So.
All right, man. So we're just going to cut it right there. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure you check out next week and check out this Sunday, 7:30 for Group 1 of the Book of Boba Fett Roundtable and 9 o'clock for Group 2. So thank you very much. Thank you, Nzo. Go check out OOC next, guys.